what actually in the lineage teaching, what is it? The foundation practice with perfect motivation. That is foundation, with motivation. As I said, joy and appreciation, bodhicitta, all that is like perfect motivation. And then, or plus with those others. And the middle, the second the noble one is often in the teaching said, non-consumption meditation. Second is non-consumption or no grasping, no clinging meditation. That is middle nobles. Second nobles. Third noble is simply tell, dedicated merit with aspirations. So first we finish it. First we complete it, which is first noble of the motivation or the aspirations. We complete it. Now with that aspiration, we begin to do the middle noble practices. Middle noble practice is the principal practices, our principal part of the practices. This is generally what in Vajrayana teaching known as courageous stage practices or courageous stage meditation, completion stage meditations. Or in other words, also in this, commonly known as visualization meditation and the dissolving meditations. So these two are the principal part of practices. This is also, there's nothing is excluded by these two practices. It's entirely this, everything, this is within that, in according to Vajrayana. Generally, you know, the Buddha teaching, everything what you see, everything is summarized or concluded within the two categories of two truth. Two truth. Relative truth and absolute truth. And beside these two truths, there's nothing. According to the teaching, there's nothing. And now, this visualization or the creation stage is related to the practices. The completion stage practice is absolute truth practices. So that is, in a way, a simple way to understand. These two are, even though Buddha highlighted that relative truth, absolute truth, they are no difference. They are no different two places. They are not in the east or west or right and left. All are, or both are in both single states. Similarly, the creation stage and the completion stage is no two different things. It's same status. Then why Buddha said these two truth or two stages practices? Because our duality conception or duality mind cannot digest this teaching immediately. Therefore, skillfully Buddha is ushering to the innate original goals, the original nature. And that's what Buddha taught also, for example, in Heart Sutra. Home is emptiness. Home is emptiness. And emptiness is home. Buddha said one after another, gradually. Buddha said everything is equanimity stated. He did not say. Because our mind cannot, duality mind cannot digest it or cannot understand immediately. It's graduation ways. Gradually pointing out to the natural states. So therefore, in the generally the Buddha teaching what? When we meditate, when we practice it, we are, for example, Mahayana Sutras. What do we meditate? We are meditating on absolute truth. And to go to the absolute truth meditation, what we do, or what they encode in instruction. Shamatha meditation, vipassana. Vipassana. It's not something required, necessary, that because for our duality conception, we need that. Otherwise, we cannot digest immediately to the vipassanas. We cannot do vipassana immediately. Therefore, Buddha giving exactly the beginning time how to stabilize, to make stable mind. And what the great teacher said in the teaching, Buddha gave as like a food or like parent give the food according to the baby's capabilities. At the beginning time, the baby feed by the breast. Breast, right? Breast? Breast. Then those bottles. Then maybe oatmeal. Oatmeal. Or apple pudding. Apple pudding. Then gradually, not immediately to give the big yummy steaks and all those foods. No. Give me according to the readiness of the day. And that's what Buddha is accurate. Because we cannot immediately understand it. Even the perfect nature too. So Buddha gave, for example, even to realize that, to bring the quite good understanding of the absolute truth, Buddha gave such a teaching on the shamatha meditation, or mindfulness teachings. Giving mindfulness teachings. And then moving to the vipassana. This. So in Mahayana, Sutra Mahayana, and as well as also as the Shavakayana and the Parthi Bodhayana, what their meditation is. It is focused on absolute truths. And reality level, in the Dzogchen or the inner level, absolute truth is enlightened, relative truth is enlightened. But Buddha didn't say at the beginning time, or the Mahayana teaching, or the in the basic Buddhist school teaching, or the Theravada teaching, did not say everything is enlightened. Gradually gave the teachings to usher that teaching. And then absolute truth. Meditate on, focus on absolute truth. And to do those, all those Buddha skillfully lay out such as 6 paramata practices. One after another, everything is leading toward the nature and the defeating and the removing the duality and the grasping and clinging and bring the openness, and building up the energy, realization, one after another, and removing the obscurations or the duality conceptions that dilute, what we diluted ourselves. That is we purifying them and they get enlightenment. According to that, according to Sutravana teaching, first you get Dharmakaya realization, then Sambhokaya, and then Nirmakaya. Add all that came. So that's what Buddha gave all the teaching. But then, Vajrayana is so powerful. That's what it called the Vajrayana is so powerful, so direct, so approaching. It's not going to outskirt of to the Buddhahood, outskirt or coming outskirt. Right to the bull's eye of the enlightenment. Vajrayana is going. And that's what in the Vajrayana teaching is. Relative truth is enlightenment, absolute truth is enlightenment. There is no difference. Both are enlightenment. Actually, relative truth is display of the absolute truth. And this absolute truth appears in the form of the relative truth. As interdependent coordinate systems. There is no difference. For that reason, Buddha said in the teaching what? Form is emptiness. Emptiness is the form. Form is no other than the emptiness. Emptiness is no other than the form. That in heart Sutra very giant. Pointing out the absolute truth, exactly its nature as it's both the relative truth and absolute truth. Form is the relative truth, emptiness is the absolute truth. They're same. They both are enlightened status. And so do ourselves. Everything is enlightened. It's not something that we are ourselves. Our physics is excluded and not enlightened. Our self is enlightened. The subject is enlightened, object is enlightened. We are all enlightened. Reality level. The ultimate level or the true level. But then we don't have that realization. We didn't realize that. That is what gracious teacher Bodhisattva said. We diluted or diluted from the beginner's times, we narrowed our openness, realization, awarenesses with grasping, clinging, and self-important or ego clinging. We then cornered ourselves in the darkness to the right. Then everything become regiment and become darker and darker. Then we fell down on the ignorance, ocean of the ignorance. We don't know anything past, we don't know anything future. Everything is a presumption or everything is just a kind of hopeful state. That's what how it is. This ego clinging blocks everything or grasping. Duality blocks everything. That's reality level. This nature is totally enlightened status. All these phenomena. So the in Vajrayana teaching, particularly in it, immediately you activate that qualities, that nature. For example, the relative truth and nature, as the Buddha said, is enlightened. Relative truth is enlightened, and that's why to bring up that quickly or speed up that realization, we visualize. Buddha gives the skillful means of teaching. Visualize yourself a Buddha. Visualize yourself a Buddha. And not just you Buddha and not everything is not Buddha. All is Buddha or enlightened status. And that's what in the Mahayoga teaching said, 3 Vajra states. Vajra form, Vajra song, Vajra mind. Vajra means enlightened, indestructible by the dualities. No matter how much trouble we go through, how much darkness we went through, all this dilemma, confusion, anxiety through what we go, nature is never changed, cannot change. For that reason, is used the metaphor as Vajra. It cannot be changed. Cannot change, nobody can change. Even Buddha said himself in the Pandyaparamada teaching, that which is always operated quotation by our teacher, great Khenpo Rinpoche. Buddha came to this world that never improved of the nature, anything. And gave the teaching that didn't improve nature. And Buddha did not show up in this world and did not give any teachings that did not decrease the nature. Nature remains as it is. Sky remains it is, as it is. Past, present, future, same. Same way nature is same. And similar for that reason, Great Master Lingpa said in his teaching, the treasure of the Dharma Dhatu, that all beings of 6 realms, no matter how they go wandering through the birth, the getting old, the sicknesses, the death, and they go through that, but nature, from within the nature, no one is moved out of nature. All that magic shows happen within that nature and merged back that nature. They never moved 1 centimeter or 1 atom from the nature. That is only our mind, or the duality mind, is created, and we are experiencing by what we experience or what we created. That is one. So therefore, this visualization is directly with discovering of these all phenomena existing, all this relative as enlightened. How that is, and that isn't said in Gohengal Bhatantara and many of you know or read. All 5 aggregate is the Buddha. 5 aggregate is the Buddha. What is there beside the 5 aggregates in the world according to Buddhism? Except the sky or uncompounded things there. Otherwise, everything is 5 aggregates. What are 5 aggregates? Form aggregates, feeling aggregates, and perception aggregates, conception aggregates, and consciousness aggregates. These 5 aggregates are 5 Dhyana Buddhas. That 5 aggregates. Form, that form is not just only our body form. the whole form of mass or the matter, that is Buddha aware of journals. It's all. And then feeling, conception, perception, and consciousness, all that goes on and on. And then what in Hayagriva Tantra said, 5 elements are the 5 female Buddhas. Elements. According to 5 elements in Buddha's teaching is sky, earth, water, fire, wind. And what is the sky? Sky is considered uncompounded. Therefore, it's always uncompounded. Sky is the Vajradhatu shows. Vajradhatu, Dorji, and so on. So, all the displays, whatever it is through these 5 elements and 5 aggregates. Every variety display of what we see. So that means already enlightened. As it is, now we are the pith instructions of the Buddha's teaching or the teaching of Guru Pema, we activating that nature. We're not waiting to get enlightened or become Buddha under 3 countless eons, or 7 countless eons, or 32 countless eons, according to teaching. We're not waiting, and we're going to get that within this lifetime. If we have the courage, commitment, joyful effort, devotions, we really can reach enlightenment according to teaching. Even we didn't get complete total enlightenment, but we will become pretty what they call it, well off. Well off, really well off. You will stay with well off and leave this world with well off. That's what we call. For that reason, Great Master Rinpoche said this. If you reach enlightenment, that's wonderful, he said. Even you didn't reach enlightenment, your life will be ala-la, he said. Ala-la. Your life will be ala-la. Ala-la means wonderful. Sanskrit or the beautiful. Your life will be wonderful. If you reach enlightenment, and that's so great, that's great. But even you didn't reach enlightenment, your life will be ala-la and leave this world with ala-la. And that we see, many of those great practitioners, really practice, they leave this world. When they leave world, they are not regretted, sad, upset, and feel guilty, this and that. And with such a joyful attitude, so calm and so peaceful, and they left, flew away in the sky, or wherever. I mean, that's really how it is. So therefore, this is what this practice is. And this is such as this great teaching. So now, with this understanding, today is the principal practices.